on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fielded just inside the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. To Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing is Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And Lambo will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And now out come the Jags. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Punch right, punch right, punch right. 11B, 11B. Move.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Bortles now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fournette, a first down carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a give to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Omaha.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Punch right. All good.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Lucy.
They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Alert! 3 down. 87's mine. I got 87.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. Oh, look at that. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And some room to work. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit. Here we go. All good. Hank. Move.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bortles going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 24-13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Fournette. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Leonard Fournette. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
This is Fournette. We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
372.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. Right back to him on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Butker now to kick this one away. The Jaguars getting set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Omaha. 372.
Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tashaun Gibson there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ace!
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. They'll run it now out of the guns. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Sunday.
Fournette. And some space here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Bortles going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Bortles. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he's brought down after a good game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, they move back